Hey everyone, Stock Catcher here. In this video, I'm gonna be discussing some more potential stocks that could rip. Today, in terms of small caps, is definitely heating up, guys. If you remember what I said yesterday, right? I said that small caps are gonna get nice again. This morning, there were several big plays that actually ran a lot. One example would be CJET. This one, I said many times that this was the top stock that I was focusing on, right, on the live chat over and over. CJET was a big 200+% ripper. A lot of people banked on this trade, and I'm gonna be doing that more going forward. Where I'm gonna be trying to focus more on, the top stock that I'm watching, or for you guys to look at, right? So there was many more plays that ended up ripping a lot. If you're into those stocks that make big moves in short period of time, this is the perfect community for you, because I specialize in that, where I pick the best, strongest stocks that move the quickest. And you see every day, right? You see every day proof in my videos, proof in the posts, that these stocks move a lot in a short period of time. We're talking minutes or seconds or even like 1 hour. So next stock is HCTI. This is another example. Look right here. I mentioned it right at the open time, and then look at this huge move in a short period of time. Let's look at another one, EPSM. This is another example. I mentioned it, and then immediately this ran like literally like $10 a share. It was crazy. Next one, Poly. This one again, I said at open time, and it made a massive move. ACON, another one. After I mentioned it, within like I think like 20 minutes, the stock just ended up going crazy. This stock halted up like 5 times. NUKK, another one. D Pro. This was in my YouTube video, right? As a swing trade idea. Many people banked hard on this one. I was happy for people. There were several people that banked on it. I was reading the live chat. There's just every day I could go on, and it's been like that for years, right? So this is basically what I specialize in, where I focus on stocks that make big moves in short period of time. So a lot of people, I think they like that, right? Because no one wants to wait 8 hours for a stock to move, right? So the first stock for the video that I recommend you watch is a new egg. This one I mentioned in the past, right? If you remember my video, I talked about new egg many times. This was a stock that ended up just going parabolic, like berserk. Look at this daily chart. This stock just went crazy. This went to almost $150 a share. So, well, you might be asking, why am I mentioning it again, right? What time of year is it, guys? It's October, right? So during this time of year, many of these type of companies, right? Black Friday's coming up. The holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas, New Year's. A lot of time when you're talking about this seasonal holiday, a lot of people shop, right? So this company usually does good during those time periods, right? If you look at Amazon, for example, Prime Day, as well as other stocks in the sector, you have to pay attention to e-commerce, as well as pay attention to online sales. These companies are making bank probably during this time of the year, right? So this company also has an edge. We're talking about Vladimir Galkin. He's been buying shares over and over and over. I think this week he got some more shares. And if you don't know the backstory, basically Vladimir is he was a trader that made a bank on the GameStop movement. If you're watching this video and you have not participated during that time, this was like a long time ago. I think it was like 5 years ago, where GameStop was like, it was nuts. I think it went crazy pretty much. So he was one of the person that was actively in that GameStop movement, right? And new egg is looking interesting. So next one you have to watch, guys, is Poly. So Poly is focused on developing therapies targeted to the gut, and there's a lot more information for the stock. But the reason I'm mentioning Poly, and the reason I recommend you watch it, is because this news today, they had an offering, And usually when the stock has a public offering, right, it's not really a good catalyst when you're talking about these stocks, right? So Poly had 70 cent. It was in the press release, and then the stock just ended up just ripping face, going vertical. And you could look at it right now. It's still holding over the key technical level. So this is my opinion that I think the bears got kind of trapped on this one because basically I said in the past, right, I used to short a lot these small caps, and I know how they think, right? So if you see like public offering, you see usually a stock that fades. Poly is usually a stock that fades. All right, they just short add, and then they get squeezed pretty much. So I'm looking at this stock tomorrow. If it holds those levels, it'll be pretty interesting. Maybe a multi-day potential, but possible. Next stock, Nano Dimension, NNDM. If you remember the stock, right, this used to be one of the most popular stocks. This was many years ago. I think it was like 6 years ago. Who you remember? Kathy Wood. I believe she's an ARK Invest, right? I remember I think she was bullish on this stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Kathy Wood was really big into Tesla at the time, and there were several stocks. So Nano Dimension has been active in strategic acquisition to acquire Desktop Metal to combine capability. So when talking about Nano Dimension, the reason I mentioned this mainly, if you go to the daily chart, actually there's a lot of range on this stock. Look at this daily chart on Nano Dimension. This used to be almost $20, and it's trading pretty much right near the low. It bounced off of that multi-bottom, and I recommend you watch this stock, right? Because this is an interesting 3D printing niche, as well as the digital manufacturing side. So next stock, going off of that, Microvision. This is another one of those throwbacks. If you remember, again, long time ago, this was one of those most popular stock. I remember a lot of people were talking about Microsoft potential with this stock. And now looking at it right now, it still looks really interesting. Look at the daily chart. Again, same situation. A lot of these stocks that are really popular now, they got kind of, I don't want to say overshadowed, but, compared to stocks like Open Door, compared to some other popular stocks, right? They get kind of shadowed by them. But this used to be really popular. So basically, this stock is in the market for LiDAR and sensing and robotic, as well as this has a high amount of insider purchase, I believe, right? And I've been hearing on social media this stock might have DoorDash connection. It's probably a rumor, but I'm gonna do more research as well. But they say there's a potential in the future for DoorDash. That's big if it's happens, right? Because if you don't know what that is, DoorDash is basically a huge company where they deliver food, right? And every single person watching this video, I said in the past with RR. Remember that stock I talked about? RR, the robot company, many times, and then the stock is in a ripping face. So Microvision, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on, guys. Next stock. Next one is EBON. This one you gotta watch, guys. This is in the Bitcoin sector. What you've been noticing this year, guys, Bitcoin has been really hot. These stocks, like the Bitcoin treasury news as well as the mining stocks, have been crazy. So EBON, this one develops and manufactures Bitcoin mining machines. And on top of that, they have cross-border payment, foreign exchange, telecommunication, data communication equipment, and this has the Angle blockchain hardware ecosystem. This is a really interesting stock. I mean, the float, I believe, is nice as well. Keep an eye on EBON. I don't see people talking about this one. A lot of people, I see they're talking about CAN. That stock CAN I made a video on. The Bitcoin stock is just in a ripping face. You could check right now. It's moving up. Next one, AUST. This one, Austin Gold Company. You gotta watch, guys. Gold and silver is gonna be nice, guys. I highly recommend. Let me know if you have more stocks. I know there's a couple more. but these type of stocks are going to be hot. So this is a gold exploration development company operating in Nevada and Oregon. So this company is making progress on permit, right? And its ongoing exploration campaign. So AUST has potential. Look at this technical chart as well, setting up. The last stock, I think there's like one stock or two stock left. So GEVO. GEVO. This one, you have to watch, guys. What have you been noticing this past couple weeks? These stocks like Neo, stocks like Plug, stocks like CleanSpark, FCell. If you've been trading a long time, you remember these stocks from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. These all ran together. There was a basket, right? So GEVO, this is another one of those stocks. This one is in the renewable fuel, advanced biofuels, as well as this stock has had a recent really big catalyst. Right? If you look at the bottom, right here, commitment for $1.46 billion. So GEVO, keep an eye on this stock for multi-day potential, right? Especially since stock like Plug, I made like 4 videos on Plug. I think it's just ripping right now. Last stock for the video, guys, is GameStop. Saving the last one, really popular. So GameStop, I've just been seeing a lot of hype this past couple of days. They're talking about GameStop accumulate a large cash crypto reserve, and on October 3rd, GameStop will have its record date for the warrant dividend. GameStop net call premium just popped off to abnormal levels, over $1 million, 8.27 million. So GameStop, we got to keep an eye on this, guys. If you don't remember the past, you could check yourself. Go to GameStop, go to the, I believe 2020. When was it? This was a couple years ago. This stock went berserk, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen again. I mean, no one knows, but I like these type of, a lot of when people get excited about a stock, I like it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be making more educational videos too. And I'm telling you guys, I think the market's heating up. I think small caps are gonna be really nice going into October. Let's bank. Team, all right, good night everybody. Have a great sleep. I'll see you morning time.